Guys, the month of February has raining invitations for Canadian PR. Right about now, three different rounds of draws have happened, and a lot of people have been invited for Canadian PR applications. A lot of people have been given the chance to apply for their Canadian permanent residence. Well, what are these draws? Are these only express entry or are these PNP? Will be the main topic of the day. We are discussing the draws that have happened in the past 48 hours to be precise. This is the topic of the day. Please be tuned till the end. My name is Sahil. So guys, welcome back once again. My name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice in Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to connect with you. Before we proceed any further, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant of moving to Canada, then this is a channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. Now guys, what we're discussing today is the golden moment of any PR applicant's life when it comes to Canadian immigration. That is the moment when somebody receives an invitation to apply, also known as an ITA. Well, the month of February has been filled with surprises for people who have been interested in Canadian immigration because on February 1st, a lot of people were invited for the express entry PNP draws. Then suddenly, with a lot of surprise, on February the 2nd, which is today, people received an FSW draw which never happened on 2 consecutive days. Also, on top of that, Ontario had invited people under the PNP stream, the HCP, and a lot of people within the stream also received invitations or the NOIs for the Ontario stream, and again a round of happiness that spread through like wildfire, and our clients also received that. So let's just look at all of these draws one by one and see what's happening in the express entry pool as well. Now guys, as you already know, the month of November 2022, there were some IT glitches with the express entry system and IRCC paused the whole express entry draws for about 6 weeks. Back on January the 11th, 2023, IRCC resumed its draws, and then on January 18th again, just within a gap of 1 week, they held another draw, which was quite unusual and not at all expected. Then, after again a fortnight draw or a 2 week pause, IRCC held a draw on the February the 1st, and everybody was not so amused because this particular draw was only inviting 893 people. Now, people thought that with just 893 invitations, it's a bit unfair for people in the FSW and the FST because this was only a PNP draw. The CRS cutoff was kept at 733 and about 893 invitations were sent out. Then people started thinking that something is happening with IRCC express entry system. Again, they could be planning, how conversations are, right? So people started thinking that could it be CEC only or anything else. But then, come February the 2nd, which is today, IRCC surprisingly held another consecutive day draw, and this was an FSW only, which is a federal skilled worker. Surprisingly, another round of draw held at 489 and invitations of about 3,300 people went out. So all in all, 489 is the CRS cutoff. 3,300 people have been invited. Now there are two parts of good news in this. One, IRCC is finally entering the 480s category. If you look at the pool, I will discuss the pool later in this video, but the pool is looking very promising at the moment. The second good news is that IRCC has started showing reflections of the Bill C-19. As we already know that Bill C-19 is going to hold NOC based draws and there'll be buckets and everything, but FSW and PNP only, these are sort of reflections of expecting the bigger thing that's going to be happening in the spring or the summer of 2023, right? Cherry on the cake, Ontario held the HCP draws again. So how we got to know was because two of my clients got OINP invitations. Both of them were in IT related occupations. So IRCC and Ontario government have been working very strongly towards this, and these Ontario, the HCP draws are back after a long time. The person who got this invitation was sitting at 486 and the other person was sitting at about 483. and they received invitations. They both were working in the IT related occupations and inside Canada. So I think it is about a good time to have a look at your Express Entry profile, look at the message section, because you could be one of those lucky people who might see, an invitation in your inbox. Could be anything, because you never know that PNP can invite people at 300 also, 350, 400, could be anything, right? So it is always a good idea to have your profile in the system and keep an eye on the emails, because IRCC or any other province could send out information at any point. Now if you talk about the Express Entry pool, for now the entire pool consists of about 239,000 people, which is about 2 lakh, approximately 40,000 people, 2 lakh 40,000, out of which the people sitting above 600 about 937, people between 501 and 600 about 1553, and people between 491 and 500 are about 1353. This brings the total of 491 plus candidates to a total of 3843 only. Okay, this gives us a positive breakthrough that the next draw, if it happens to be an all program draw or CC only or whatever, then we can expect to see the scores starting to enter the 480 category. Another thing to note here is that between 481 and 490 there are about 12,360 candidates. Now if you look at the January draws and if you look at the November draws as well, if we hope that IRCC invites about 5,500 people in every draw, or even say 4,500 people in every draw, we're looking at about a sub 480 draw if everything goes consistent in about 4 or maybe 5 at max. Okay, so if 4 or 5 all program draws keep on happening back to back, we should start seeing the low 480s or high 470s, for which people have been waiting for since like many years now, right? So I don't even remember the last time I saw 470s. For now, I think people sitting in 480s should be or would be really happy, because I know I myself am aware of tons of people who are sitting somewhere in 480s and are waiting for these draws to come through. So yes, the good news today is that 480 has finally happened, and people are seeing Ontario PNPs and are seeing 489 draws, and hopefully in the weeks and months to come these draws will go down. But the thing to note is that by the time 470s come into picture, Bill C-19 will already be around the corner. Okay, so a little bit dicey there. We don't know if Bill C-19 will give us a different sort of a bucket, or how will it drive the the draws around 470s. We're still due to see that, but sure, like 480s have started happening right as of today. So 480s are there. Congratulations to people who are there. You should be more hopeful now. And Bill C-19, of course, it's a deep topic by itself. I've made a couple of videos in the past, and I will be making a couple of more videos. But yes, Bill C-19 is very promising, at least for candidates inside Canada. For everybody else, I think you guys pretty much have to work on your IELTS, French, job offers, and then hopefully wish that the draws keep on going below 480 or 470s, right? Guys, hearty congratulations to people of PNP yesterday, people of FSW today, and Ontario PNP candidates today. Guys, big, it's been raining PNPs, it's been raining Express Entry draws. Good news, if you need help in preparing your applications, please feel free to reach out to us. You can book a consultation using the information in the description, or maybe you could give us a call on the number on the screen. We would be more than happy to speak with you. Once again, wish you all the best, and we really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.